next point is our brain structure, which is our frontal lobe. The frontal lobe is a part of the brain which controls our moods. Risk factors. When you say risk factors, what puts you at risk of being depressed? And our first point is sex. When I say sex, I don't mean sexual intercourse, it being male or female. So with the female are highly at risk of getting depression than the males, because we females, we have a lot of responsibilities, even though the men will argue that they have a lot of responsibilities. But females, I mean, we go through so many hormonal changes when it comes to our menstrual cycle, being pregnant, postpartum depression, all those kind of changes, home chores, take care of children, work, personal life, social life, makes it too much. It weighs us. So yeah, females are really high at getting depression than males. And our next point is genetics. Yeah, when, like I said, those people who are at risk, really at risk, are getting depressed. When we say genetics, people who have a family history of depression, have a family history of mental illness, they are at higher risk of being depressed. And socioeconomic status. Yeah. Life is hard. Life is really hard. Managing school, how to get money, how to pay your school fees, assignments, and taking care of children, marriage, social life, so many things. Our spiritual life. Yeah, so our next point is socioeconomic status. Yeah, life is really hard. We have to manage our social life, our economical life. School is pulling us, marriage is pulling us, friends are pulling us, family is pulling us, everything around us is pulling us. So yeah, it weighs on us.
Yeah.
Which puts a lot of stress. Money, yeah. How to get money to do so many things is an issue. So yeah, it can lead to depression. So when your social status is very low and you don't know how to manage all these things, we tend to be depressed along the way. Risk factor is lack of vitamin D. So when you lack vitamin D, you're at risk of getting depressed. Yeah, because the vitamin D is very essential nutrient for the brain. So you know what? God has given us vitamin D. Just stand under the sun and inhale.
Please, 7 o'clock. 6:37, 7:30. Go and start. Please don't go and stand at the 12 one.
That one is
sickness. Please, 7 a.m. 7:30.
Yeah.
Please.
And I think 8.
It's great. You bend small, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So we've tackled causes and risk factors. Now let's talk about treatments. When you say treatment, you being depressed, what can you do to overcome it? First of all, put at the back of your mind that you are not allowed to be depressed. But unfortunately for you and I, when depression sets in a way we can treat it. Yeah. So we have something called psychotherapy. Psychotherapy is getting a therapist, a licensed therapist. Even if it's not licensed therapy, and you have a friend that you can really trust, not those kind of friends, ones that you can really trust with your issues, go talk to the person and try to express yourself. Don't keep things inside you. Whatever that is bothering you, bring it out. Share with people you know that, yeah, when I tell this thing to this person, the person is not going to tell anyone. Share with that person so people can find a solution to it. And another one is cognitive behavioral therapy. So with this, the therapist or even your friend, the one that you got to talk to, that therapist is going to look for the things that are triggering the depression. Maybe it's stress. Stress is triggering it. It's making you depressed. The therapist is going to find out, it's going to ask you questions, what's happening, what's making you depressed. So with that one, when the therapist finds out what's bothering you, you can tackle it by being not depressed. I hope people are getting what I'm saying. So with this cognitive behavioral therapy, your therapist is going to find what is causing you to be depressed. If it's stress, you're going to find a way around it for you not to be stressed anymore. And we have dialectical behavioral therapy. It goes with the cognitive therapy. So after they find out what's bothering you, let's say, okay, let's use the stress. If it's stress that is bothering you, they're going to use that same stress to heal you. It's a kind of therapy that they use. It's like you're accepting what's going on and fight it. So you and your friend can use that way to treat. Okay. And also we have other alternative therapies, which is meditation. Yasmin. Let everything around you be out of your mind. Any problem that you are facing, let it be out of your mind and be thinking about something positive. Just being relaxed in a quiet environment and keep meditating. If you want to meditate in more money, keep meditating. Or you want to meditate on with God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. You keep meditating. It's a way of being treated. It's a way of fighting depression. And another alternative is exercise. I know we all, when it comes to exercise, we are battling. Even in school, when they say we should do PE, they will all be running away. Exercise is a very good therapy when it comes to depression.
Yeah.
They can exercise for like 30 minutes, 3 times or 4 times in a week, or 5 days in a week. 30 minutes maximum. Yeah, to keep you relaxed. It's a way of energizing the brain, relaxing the brain, and all that can help treat your depression. And how to set limits. We stress ourselves too much. I think we should even have 4 days in a week for working. 1 day for church or 1 day for the mosque. Then the rest 2 days we used to sleep and rest. Because most of the disease, the mental conditions that we experience is stress. It's stress.
True.
Already it's in the family that you get depressed. But something has to trigger it. Stress can trigger depression. So if it's already in the family that we experience depression all the time, and you are yet to experience it, even if it's in the family and you are stressing yourself, you definitely get it. So yeah, we need to have time for ourselves. Set limits when it comes to your personal life and your professional life. If you know that this person in your life is bringing negativity, cut the person off. Just cut the person off. Yeah. If you know this relationship is stressing, it's weighing you, it's making you lose weight, making you think too much, cut that relationship off and have a peace of mind and happiness. We all deserve happiness, my people. Happiness. I stand for happiness. Yeah. So set limits. Limit yourself. Set a limit. Yeah. And take care of yourself, my people. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Do your hair. Make your face nice. Take your bath. Eat well. A well-balanced diet food. Exercise. Hey, exercise, right? Drink a lot of water. Yeah, drink a lot of water, take a lot of fruits and vegetables. So all these things are alternatives to treat depression. Sleep well, take in a lot of rest, and supplements like omega-3 fatty acid, vitamins, all those things we need to take in.
All right, so sometimes we'll be wondering if you could go to the hospital and test for depression. Okay, you can go to the hospital, but your doctor is not going to take maybe your blood and then test for depression. Rather, your healthcare personnel is going to ask you certain questions. They are going to take you to a process called a process of diagnosis. They're going to diagnose you whether you're going to pass the test. It's going to be a section of questions. For instance, your mood. How's your mood been? Do you get angry easily? Your appetite. Are you able to eat like before? Your activity level. How often do you partake in probably social activities? Do you go out often, or you are mostly indoors and feel so insecure? And they are going to ask you, how much do you sleep? Are you facing insomnia? And then they can also ask you about your thoughts. What do you think about? Or you're always there feeling like there's absolutely nothing running through your mind. These are many more questions that when you get to your fastest or closest clinic or hospital, they are going to diagnose or ask questions about. Okay, now there are some complications if you do not treat depression. Sometimes you're going to say, okay, it's depression, and so what? You have to check it. You have to treat it. You have to find solutions, because apart from the fact that it's going to affect you, it's going to affect those around you. The way you act towards them, you are going to be cold. You are going to be different. You are going to think maybe you are acting inhuman, which is not your fault. Okay, so some of the things if you can go through if you do not treat this depression is that you can harm yourself. You think of suicide, think of killing yourself, which is so bad. Recently suicide has been quite high, and we advise that you find ways and means to check yourself if you know or you feel that or someone is around you is going through a period of depression. Also social isolation. You are going to isolate yourself from people, even from your own family. Those even you laughed so much, maybe your brother and your sister are the ones you are closely related to in the family. You are going to draw yourself away because you are going through depression. Another thing is that you are going to go through a period of panic attack. The least noise you hear, you are panicking.
Something's happening.
You as if the whole world is coming against you. Calm down. You just need to find help and solutions to these panic attacks. Another thing is you're going to have problems with your relationship. Okay, your partner is going to be affected. You're not going to enjoy the relationship. The least thing you are angry, the least thing you are upset, the least thing you are fighting. Please find solutions to these depressions. And also, maybe you want to be at home and find solutions to these depressions. You can find some online therapists who are licensed. Okay, it comes at a cost. Okay, so you go online. We are not going to recommend any online sites, but take your time, do your research, and find online therapists who are going to help you solve the period or your problem of.
Now we've come to the end of the topic depression, and I hope you've learned a lot. We spoke about depression is a mental disorder. We spoke about the symptoms, isolating yourself, stopping yourself from engaging in social activities. Spoke about the causes, got the risk factors, the treatments, and I urge you all to read more about depression so as to fall not for a victim, or a friend not to fall a victim. Let's be each other's keeper. Let's be there for each and everyone around us. When someone is going through something, don't be self-centered. Go to the person, talk to the person, ask the person what's going on with you. Share, even if you don't have the solution to it, just be a listener, listen to the person, and let's be each other's keeper. Let's love lead everywhere we go. Okay, thank you for listening to us. We really appreciate it. Okay, thank you all for subscribing to our channel. I pray that we'll be able to give you more content for us to learn more things. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Please share, like, and comment. All your comments are welcome. You receive all of them, all suggestions, everything is welcome. We really appreciate your support. Okay, do you have anything to say?
Not at all.
Okay, gracias. Adios.